Hello, my fellow revolutionaries. Welcome to the video. Thanks for clicking on the link as always. Always appreciate it. Wow, it has been, what is it? Over 6 years since I posted my last video on this channel. It's crazy. Been doing a lot, learning a lot over the last 6 years in regard to these beautiful little bikes here that I'm going to be showing you in just a second. We are going. Revolution Motorbikes is a thing now. We are going. I have found myself a team of people, and this right here, what I'm about to go over with you guys, is bike number 1. This is I'm really excited to show you this bike. It's a pretty sweet little machine. So why don't we actually just jump right into it, and let me start showing you the features on this thing, because this thing is awesome. So this bike, let me actually turn this around. There we go. So this bike, this was made for the beach. Okay, this bike is so amazing. Let's start. There's a lot to go over. There's a lot to go over on this, and let's start with the bike itself. Okay, so this is a nice bike. We went with a Kent Bayside beach cruiser for the bike to build on, okay, because we wanted to make sure that we were giving you guys a quality bike for this motor. This is a steel frame on this bike. This is not an aluminum frame bike, so this is real hardy. This bike is I can't say it was made for an engine, but it's pretty close. All right. Now on this, you do have seven speeds there, okay, and this has got real nice Shimano shifter. The shifter works great. The thing that we really wanted to do when building this bike was make sure that we provided you with a bike that feels good when you have to pedal it like a bike and when you're shifting gears, and but it when you use the engine on it, it feels like a good little engine underneath you, okay? Another thing with this bike, I love the saddle here, and you've got your little springs underneath there. That actually helps out a bit. I was riding this last night. This is a brand new bike. It's got maybe 2 miles on it. It's brand new. Just got done building this. But I was riding it last night, just testing it, and going over little bumps, having those little springs on that seat was quite nice. It was quite nice. Now, let me actually go over some accessories too. Actually, before I get to the accessories, let's talk about the fenders here. So these fenders on here, normally on these gas bikes, people like to just take the fenders off, or they hack them to pieces because you have to make room for the chain here. But I'm so happy that I got my friend Billy helping me now. He's actually a motorcycle mechanic. And so if you can see what he did in here, if I can get my finger there, see that nice clean cut down there? Made it so that you can keep your fender on and maintain the security on here, like keep it secured to the bike. It's those little details that make all the difference with these bikes. You really want to make sure that you pay attention to the small little things on here, and Billy did a great job with that. Now let's talk about accessories a little bit. So I've got the headlight here. This is actually, it's got 7 LED lights in there. Riding around last night, that was pretty bright. It was really nice, and it's just really easy, battery powered. Just, you know, flip your switch, turns it off and on, you know, just super simple. Okay, and then let's come around here to the tail light here. You see, it's actually battery operated. It's chargeable, rechargeable. We've got your little charger cable right here, and this is the remote for it. You hear that? That's your turn signal there. Got turn signals on this thing, and it's nice that it makes a nice little beeping for you, so you know if it's still on, so you don't leave your turn signal on. Turn it back off. There you go. Pretty simple to turn it on and off. It's just one little button right there. Okay, what else we got? Brakes. Got to be able to stop. That's why we did a dual brake lever on this. So you pull the brakes just with one lever, and it's pulling your front brake and your back brake at the same time. Okay, so it's really important, especially if you always got to be able to stop, especially if you put an engine on a bike. And you got to be able to make sure that you can stop this thing, right? We've also got our little phone case here. A little phone holder. This is it's pretty sweet. I'd show you how to put a phone in there, but I'm filming with mine. But it's pretty simple. You got to be able to use your navigation and all that good stuff on it. Now let's talk about the engine. So this engine, this is a 49cc engine. This bike was built to be street legal, to keep the cops off your back, is really how this is built. Okay, you can get these engines so that you can get them a little bit bigger if you want to. This bike was designed to be kind of like a starter bike. If you are thinking about some sort of motorized transportation, save you some money, or just something fun to do, this is a blast to ride around. And we've upgraded the things that are important to upgrade on this. So giving you a good starting point. But with these bikes, you actually can do a ton of stuff. And you know what? Why don't I show you a couple of things right now? There you go. There's a couple of examples of some awesome things that people do with these gas bikes. They're super fun, okay? But one thing that is really important that we did is this sprocket right here. So we put usually the stock sprockets that come with these kits, this is a fully custom bike, all right? Usually the stock sprockets that come with this kit are just a nightmare to get on here. So we actually went ahead and we upgraded it to the one that just clamps right on to your hub there. And all you got to do is, it's just 3 little Allen bolts right here, and you got a couple of Allen bolts in there, and it pops it right off. The beautiful thing is this is a 44 tooth sprocket. It's a big one. We designed this bike with Long Beach in mind. This bike is made to ride on the hard sand right over there. That's the beautiful thing about gas bikes is, I don't want to talk down on e-bikes too much because we're intended on building some e-bikes here too. But one benefit with gas bikes is you don't have to worry about the bike, dying on you. And one thing is, riding it on the beach, that sucks up your battery like nobody's business. But if you got gas in your bike, you can go. Other little things about this bike. This is kind of one of the things why I'm really happy that I got my friend Billy helping me out. It's nice to have a motorcycle mechanic on your team because he did little things like, I don't know if you can see it, put just extra little holes in there in your air filter cap just to kind of help the airflow a little bit, and it just makes this engine run just a little bit better. It's just those little details that we paid attention to on this that's really going to make this, it makes this a nice bike to be able to ride. The chain here, this is a 415. This is a heavy duty motorized bike chain, 415 chain. And then our chain tensioner here, you've got the one with the 4 brackets on here. Sorry if I can film properly. Which makes this far more secure. You're not going to be messing around with this as much as you will some of the other ones. That's pretty much it with all the special little features on this bike. Wait for the vehicles to go by here. Once this engine is fully broken in, this bike will do, I don't know, about 25, 30, something like that, just cruising. That's the wonderful thing about gas bikes is the pedals for a gas bike are there to assist with your engine. And with an e-bike, the engine is there to assist with pedaling. This bike is really made for just cruising. One more thing, actually, before we take this for a ride. Heavy duty motor mounts here. So if you notice, we've got this nice U-bracket. This is the upgraded motor mounts Wait for that truck. This is the upgraded motor mount, and we've got the rubber bushing on here to help minimize your vibrations from the engine. Makes it just a much smoother ride. There's all kinds of fun stuff that you guys can do with these bikes. These gas bikes are for people that like to tinker a little bit. If you like to tinker and you want something that's inexpensive to be able to play around with, this is the perfect thing for you, especially coming into the spring and summer when you've got just endless days like this out here at the beach. Okay. Oh, and one more thing. See if I can catch this. See that? One hand. It is not crazy heavy. I actually have to carry that up 5 stairs to get into my house to when I store it. So it's still a bike. It still feels like a bike. It still maneuvers like a bike, but you've got that engine on there to help you take you places that you wouldn't otherwise go if you didn't have it. Speaking of which, let's go ahead and take this amazing little machine for a fun ride on that beach back there.